Hello, welcome to the week 2 lecture. In this week, we are going to study basic economic questions and types of economic systems. In the last lecture, we learned that scarcity happens when limited factors of production are unable to fulfill unlimited human wants. Therefore, these scarce resources must be efficiently allocated to best satisfy human wants. In trying to do so, every economy or nation must ask itself for the three economic questions. First, what to produce. Second, how to produce. Third, for whom to produce. The what to produce question is referred to type of goods and services that have to be produced due to limited economic resources. Commodities can be divided into a few types, such as consumer goods, capital goods, public goods, and necessity goods. Consumer goods are finished products purchased by individuals for personal consumption only, but not for business purpose. For example, sewing machine bought by a housewife to produce new dresses for herself and her daughters. On the other hand, capital goods are purchased for the purpose of producing other goods or services. For instance, sewing machine bought by a tailor to produce dresses for her customers. Public goods are usually provided by government without profit to all members of a society. Among the examples of public goods are street lighting, police service, law enforcement, public parks, public hospitals, and public schools. Necessity goods are goods that consumers will buy regardless changes in their income levels. Examples are electricity, tap water, and staple food. Staple food is food consumed by individuals throughout the year. In most of the Asian countries, examples of staple food are rice, potato, and coffee. The how to produce question is about decision of choosing the cheapest method of production. Commodities can be produced by using mixture of capital and labor. The choice between capital-intensive and labor-intensive methods is determined by the quantity and quality of resources available in a nation. For whom to produce question is referred to distribution of total output among population in a nation. Distribution of commodities is affected by income distribution. High-income group can enjoy more commodities in an economy. This is because high-income group has higher purchasing power who can afford the cost of the commodities. At this stage, we have learned limited resources are unable to meet unlimited human wants. Due to scarcity in an economy, people need to make choices for answering three economic questions on what, how, and for whom to produce. Decision of answering these questions depend on the economic system that is selected by a nation. An economic system is a way of organizing relationship among individuals, firms, and government to make choices in distributing resources for answering the three basic economic questions. Among the economic systems that are discussed in this chapter are command economy, market economy, and mixed economy. Command economy is also known as planned economy or socialism. In a command economy, factors of production are owned by government. Therefore, government decides what, how, and for whom to produce. Government decides what to produce based on the detailed statistics on the resource availability and national priorities. Central Planning Authority of the government decides techniques of production based on social welfare. Then, government controls prices to make sure that every individual is able to enjoy commodities that are produced. Examples of socialism countries are North Korea and the former Soviet Union. Socialism allows all individuals to enjoy goods that are produced in the economy. There is little unemployment in command economy because jobs are provided by government. However, in the command economy, there are not many varieties of goods and services produced by government. This is because consumers have little involvement in solving basic economic problems. Besides that, there is absence of competition in socialism. Therefore, this does not motivate individuals to work hard in order to produce high-quality products. Market economy is also called as capitalism. In this economic system, individuals have the right to own properties. Important economic questions are answered by consumers and producers without government intervention. Then who decides what to be produced in capitalism? Answer is preferences of consumers determine the commodities that are produced by firms. Then firms decide method to produce the commodities by using the most efficient and cheapest method in order to maximize profit. However, only the individuals who have money to buy can enjoy commodities produced. The low-income group has limited access on the commodities produced. Capitalism allows economic freedom because individuals have the right to earn and retain property. In the capitalism, productions are according to wants of consumers. Therefore, there is high degree of consumer satisfaction. Besides that, firms are competing with each other for producing quality goods at lowest cost. Thus, the firms are trying to utilize resources efficiently. However, there are some limitations of capitalism. Firstly, only the individuals who are afford to pay can enjoy the commodities produced. Low-income group has limited access. Secondly, rewards are given to productive people only. Individuals who are not competitive face uncertainty of unemployment. Thirdly, firms are more interested on profit maximization than social welfare. Therefore, firms are not keen to produce public goods such as roads and public schools, which have low profit. Mixed economy combines capitalism and socialism to solve basic economic problems. Consumer preferences decide what to produce in private sector. The goods that are not produced by the private sector are produced by government. These include public goods and low-cost houses. In answering the how to produce question, private firms use production techniques that minimize cost. At the same time, government enforces regulation to intervene production techniques of private firms. Among the reasons is to minimize environmental pollution. In the mixed economy, any consumers who are willing to pay can own private goods. However, government controls prices of necessity goods so that individual is able to enjoy the goods at low price. Currently, most of the nations in the world are adopting mixed economy system. However, mixtures of public and private ownership differ among countries and change over time. A number of command economies such as China and Russia have shifted to mixed economies. These nations are socialist-leaning. On the other hand, United States and Japan are also mixed economies, but more toward capitalist-leaning. Mixed economy is popular because both public and private have ownership of resources of a nation. Therefore, both public and private sectors solve the three basic economic problems together that lead to economic development. Furthermore, government narrows income gap between rich and poor by collecting income taxes from the rich group and uses these collected taxes to provide welfare payments for the poor. Moreover, government intervenes in economy when market failures happen. For instance, government provides public goods such as education and healthcare to increase standard of living. Besides that, government enforces regulation to monitor industrial pollution created by private firms. In summary, due to scarcity, people have to make choices by answering the three economic questions: what, how, and for whom to produce. These three questions are solved differently in different economic systems.